Hi friends, today I'm going to be demonstrating an activity called No Light, No Sight. It's activity 1B on page 3 of your science journal. So if you have your science journal at home, it is going to be this page here. You will notice that I have crossed off this column here. You don't need to worry about that. The position of lid is actually a description of what's on top. So we're going to be filling in our observations under each of these columns. And the materials you're going to need today is a cardboard box of some sort, preferably with a lid. So this is what my box looks like. If you have a shoe box at home or another box that has some sort of lid, that's great. You're also going to need to cut a hole in it so that you can stick a tube through it. This is a paper towel tube, a cardboard tube that I stuck in there. A toilet paper roll tube might work too. Maybe an old wrapping paper tube is fine as well. And then also inside I have a little plastic figure. So you'll notice that I have a little toy in there that I'm going to be trying to see in this activity. If you have these materials at home, if you have a box, a tube, and a little toy that you can tape to the bottom, please pause the video at this time and you may go collect those materials and assemble them together so that you can follow along. So I'm going to go through and do my observations. So the first thing that we're going to do, you'll notice on your science journal on page 3, is they want us to observe what we see when the cardboard tube is inserted and the lid is closed, whether or not I can see that toy inside. So I'm going to take a peek. If you have materials at home as well, go ahead and pause the video and make your observations at this time. The next step is to lightly raise the lid. Not a whole lot, just a little bit. Mine's kind of tight. Just a little bit, kind of like that, just so a little bit of light can go in. And so I'm going to make another observation. I'm going to take a peek and see what I can see. So I can just make out the shape. I can tell that it is a yellow figure, but it's very dark in there. If you have materials at home, you can pause at this time and make your own observation. And finally, we open up the lid all the way. And this time we're going to make our observation again and take a peek. So, if you have materials at home and you're able to pause at this time, go ahead and make your observation. If you were unable to collect the materials, that's okay. I'm going to tell you what you can write here at this time on our page 3. So with the closed lid, I was unable to see anything. It was pitch black. I couldn't see anything at all. Nothing. With the lid slightly raised, I could see just a little bit of the color and the shape, but it was still pretty dark. And with the lid open, I can see everything perfectly. So I could see the shape entirely with no problem whatsoever. So please fill in on your chart, if you haven't yet already, those observations. You may pause the video if you need to. So in conclusion, if there is no light, there is no sight. I was unable to see something that was in pitch darkness because there was no light for me to see. Thanks, friends. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please make sure you fill in page 3 of your science journal and complete your science learning path, the date completed that you did this activity. Thank you.